As the receivers slipped down the draft board, we saw the Seahawks capitalize on this, drafting Jaxon Smith-Njigba. Today I wanted to jump into JSN's film, analyze what he does well, what he's bringing to the Seahawks offense, and what to expect for the future of JSN. So without further ado, let's dive into the film. Taking a look at this first play here, I want to highlight one of the best traits of JSN, and it's his short area quickness combined with his route running. So taking a look pre-snap here, we see JSN's in the slot at the top of the screen. He's running a hitch versus man coverage, which really isn't the most ideal look. But at the snap of the ball, keep an eye on how JSN influences the nickel here. Look how he presses vertical, threatens the outside release. Because of this, the defender responds by flipping his hips open, trying to run and stay over top of JSN, expecting maybe a seam ball, a slot fade, maybe a corner route to come. But all this is setting up JSN's route to snap back off, showing off that lightning quick change of direction, getting his eyes back to the quarterback, picking up a big time first down. I'll to play roll from the top one more time. Keep an eye on how JSN influences the corner here. Look how he presses vertical, threatens that outside release to get the nickel's hips opened. As soon as the nickel opens his hips, we see JSN snap that route off, showing that short area quickness. So you may wonder, well, why is the defender not just sitting and waiting for all these in-breaking routes? Well, let's keep an eye here on this next play of what happens when the defender just squats and tries to break on anything underneath. So we see JSN, he's in the slot running that slot fade, and at the snap of the ball, keep an eye on the defender here. Look how his hips are squared. He's sitting here ready to break on any underneath route, whether it's a slant, whether it's a hitch, whether it's a whip route, whatever it is, he's ready to break and take away all the underneath stuff. But now we see JSN flash that outside release, carry it vertical, picking up a big-time touchdown for his offense. Yes, JSN isn't a blazer. He's not going to torch you over the top every single play, but he has the ability that if defenders want to just squat on him underneath, he has enough speed to get vertical and threaten the seams on any slot fade ball, whatever you may ask from him. Keeping on the same subject of JSN working in the slot and beating up on nickels, taking a look at this next play, we're going to keep the same focus, highlighting JSN's route running ability and his ability to set up defenders. So taking a look pre-snap here, we see JSN's in the slot running a slant, one-on-one again with a nickel. So at the snap of the ball, I really want to focus on how he sets up his route here. Look how he presses the outside shoulder of the nickel, throws that head fake to the outside. This forces the defender to jump to the outside leverage, expecting maybe an out route to come, any out-breaking route. So he jumps to the outside shoulder of JSN, trying to jam it. But all this is doing is setting up JSN perfectly to snap his route off back inside, making a good catch across the middle of the field, making a defender miss, and then he's going to show off that physicality, stiff arming a safety, getting downfield, picking up a big-time play for his offense. I'll to play roll from the top one more time. Just keep an eye on how JSN sets up his route here. Look how he presses the outside shoulder, throws that head to the outside. The nickel jumps to the outside leverage of JSN, allowing JSN to have a free release back inside. And then he shows off that run after catch ability. Once again, JSN is just going to keep beating you up in the slot game after game. Now we've seen JSN's short area quickness benefit him in route running. Now let's see how it benefits him with his run after catch ability. So we see him at the bottom of the screen. He's running this hitch, and JSN's wide open. It's an easy catch for him, but look what he does. He catches the ball, gets upfield, and now he's one-on-one with the defender, making a miss, showing off that short area quickness, that change of direction to make guys look silly, make defenders look silly, and now he's down the sideline scoring a big-time touchdown. All to play roll from the top one more time, but like I said, that ability to make that one defender miss and turn a good play into a great explosive play is going to be a huge difference maker for the Seahawks offense. Now, it should be quite obvious where JSN's going to fit at on the Seahawks offense. He's going to be their starting slot receiver day one. You got DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett split out wide, torching defenses vertical, beating up on those corners. Now you're adding JSN to bump into the slot and also abuse the nickels and beat people underneath. Now this receiving room has the ability to threaten and beat the defense anywhere across the field, whether it's underneath, whether it's deep, whatever it is. If you remember a few years ago, we saw the Seahawks draft Dwayne Eskridge, expecting him to be that dominant quick slot receiver. Obviously he didn't pan out, but JSN is that man. The Seahawks have finally found their man to dominate in the slot, beat up on nickels, win against man coverage, and I'm sure Geno Smith is fired up about this. He's now has one of the best receiving corps in the entire NFL. Like I said, you got Tyler Lockett who can beat you on those deep post routes, those slot fades, whatever it is. You got DK Metcalf who's physically going to impose his will on corners. Now you got JSN, that short area quickness, making people look silly, shaking people out of their shoes. It's a lethal receiving corp. Add on top of that with the promising young second-year running back in Kenneth Walker, this offense looks like it's poised to do special and big things come next season. But let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Are you guys fired up about the Seahawks offense heading into next year? I love hearing from you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.